Right, guys, haven't made an update because I was in the process of transferring the getting, or at least first getting the account verified by DarwinX, and then transferring the funds from InstaForex over to DarwinX. It was quite a daunting task, believe me. I eventually found a bank here in Phnom Penh in Cambodia, the capital city of Cambodia, where I could get a statement with the bank stamp onto it, the bank signed it, whatever the case might be. But that was good enough. DarwinX confirmed it and opened the account, verified, no problem. Thereafter, I transferred the money via Skrill, as that is the easiest and cheapest and fastest way lately to transfer money between brokers and your bank or whatever the case might be. Although when you're transferring from Skrill to Cambodia, the banks have got one phenomenal fee that they're charging. I think just to convert from euro to dollars, they're charging you $45. And so if you're only transferring, let's say, a $200 amount or a $500 amount, and you take $45 off from that, plus the commissions, oh boy, it's a great sum. But anyhow, as you can see, I've got the statement down here in the bottom. Right, just go back up to the top. You can see there I transferred the money from InstaForex into DarwinX. Now guys, if we go back this month, and we're going to look at this over here. From over here, we had one hell of a sideways movement. It was just knocking in, knocking out, knocking in, knocking out, knocking in, knocking out, all the way. We had 7 consecutive losses going through this period over here, which is quite stressful. Believe me, it is. Unfortunately, coming down over here, just before this candle here that had hit the take profit, actually, I was afraid of, like when this candle was over here, I was afraid of it turning around and going straight back up again into the losses and maybe hitting you into another, knocking you out of this trade and knocking you into a new buy trade again. So unfortunately, I just closed it over there, just before. It was a couple of pips before the take profit. But anyhow, it doesn't matter. If it was only 2 consecutive losses, I would never have done that. I would just leave it to do its thing. But because the consecutive losses, I think it was 7 consecutive losses already up to this point of time over here, I didn't want to take any chances. Because when you've got 7 consecutive losses and you've increased your lots, your margin becomes quite high. And I was afraid, for running into 10 plus consecutive losses. Although, in all my testing of this over here, the maximum consecutive losses I have seen was 12. That's the maximum consecutive losses I have seen testing my strategy for quite some time. On InstaForex, I traded this. Robot has been running on InstaForex for maybe just over a year. It never happened there. Yeah, okay, bad luck. I think because of all the coronavirus and the Brexit and everything that's going on in the UK, it maybe affected the ftse. We don't know. I also don't care what happens. I'm not a fundamental trader. The system works purely on technical indicators. Purely. That's it. It's worked. It's delivered. I'm happy. Righto. Now, let's look at the trades. As it opened, the very first trade gave us a nice profit, right? There you can see the very first trade, a nice profit. That is a very nice way to start a new account. 1, 2 losses and a profit. Right, let's go down. 1, 2 losses and a profit. Very nice. 1 loss and a profit. Here we start. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oops, where did I count wrong? There was 6, 7. Right, because I know there was 7. Let's go back again. Let's go and count it. Righto. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's right. 7 losses there. And then I closed the trade out in the profit. Now guys, when we are looking at this, it's only, let's say, $27. But we started off here with $9.95. And I think if you're going to work it out, you'll find it's almost 3%. It's very close to a 3% growth. Considering you have done nothing. Absolutely nothing. All you have maybe done is you've opened an account at DarwinX, you have funded your account, and you've given me your details. I put it on my server. It costs you $50 a month, and I'll run it for you. Obviously, if you're going to be running a $1,000 account and you're only making $30, surely you're going to be losing some money. But that's not the way you must look at it. The way you must look at it, you're gaining a little bit of confidence, because to go put $5,000 into the account, you'll be thinking twice. Or if you start going into a 7 consecutive losses, you're going to start stressing. I mean, you'll be shitting yourself, make no mistake. But if you do it this way, at least you're losing maybe, let's say, just $20 a month or whatever. Some months you won't even be losing it. It'll be covering your costs. You will grow into it, and you will not stress when things start dragging out, we start going into a drawdown, because drawdowns is going to be there no matter where you're trading, no matter with who you are trading, no matter what system you're trading. A drawdown you are going to have, make no mistake. Righto. Now the demo account where I'm busy running the same EA now, also by DarwinX, because DarwinX is virtually no difference between a demo account and a live account. I must say they're very good brokers. I've used them before, and I'm quite happy to be using them once again. On the demo account, I think that is $7,000 somewhere around there. The growth is almost just over 7%. That's because you can compound. On a $1,000 account, you cannot compound, because the way I do my compounding, for every $1,000 account balance, I add 0.01 lots. So it becomes very hard to compound on $1,000. You just cannot. $2,000 also not. $3,000 also not. You must get to at least maybe $7,000 or $10,000 before you can start compounding, and you'll see the power of compounding. When you're compounding your account, man, I promise you, your account just explodes. You will not know what's hit you, really. Where a guy that's not compounding, or maybe let's say make 100% return, you will make 300, 400% return because you're compounding. That's a big difference of compounding. The power, it's like a snowball. A snowball starts off very small, and as it's rolling down the mountain, the speed at which that ball grows, the bigger it gets, the faster the speed or the rate that ball grows at becomes. It's the same with compounding on a system like this over here. Exactly the same thing. With that said, guys, the guys that are joining up and prepared to pay the $50, I'll say thank you to you guys. I'll only be taking on a total of 10 guys to do this, as the current server only has provision for 10 guys, out of which I'm using 2 slots already. So there's 8 slots available for anybody who wants to or would like to join it. And as I said, don't look at that as costing you $50 a month, because just a server will be costing you more than $50 a month. So yes, at least for the $50 you are getting your account running. You don't have to worry about anything. You can sign in, you can have a look every day on a daily basis. You can sign in 10 times a day too if you want to. Just don't interfere with the trades. That's all. If you interfere with the trades, I'll see it and I'm just going to cut you off, because then it's pointless doing it, right? Honestly, guys, I've got a lot of confidence in the strategy. It's working very well, and I'm very happy with what I see. And I'm quite sure that you would also be after maybe 6 months having the system running on your account. Then you would have the confidence to add funds to your account so that we can maybe start compounding onto the account. With that said, the coin trading, the crypto trading is also doing very well, but more on that on the crypto video. I'll be making that very soon. Guys, for those of you that are joining up, I'll say thank you and happy trading.